older people have sex? Or do they stop? And if they do stop, at what age should that happen? And what if they don't stop having sex? Is that even possible for them? Is that gross, inappropriate, or weird? Or beautiful and healthy? Maybe you're an older person and you're asking yourself different questions about your sex life, whether you're sexually active or not. Or maybe you're still young, but you'd like to know more about this topic for yourself or for someone else. So if you're keen to know about the ins and outs of sex at older age, make sure to watch this video till the end because we're going to explore it all. My name is Helena Nista and I make videos that help you have the best sex of your life. And today we're chatting about whether you can be too old for sex and what sex at older age might look like. So first of all, no, you cannot get too old for sex. That is not possible. You can choose to stop having sex at some point of your life, but you never have to stop and you never get too old for it. You might need to adjust the way that you have sex in order to accommodate for different changes that your bodies go through as you age. But the idea that older people should or are supposed to stop having sex at a certain point is completely false. I guess we're all used to the idea of associating sex and arousal with youthfulness. We look at young, fit, smooth bodies and we think about touching, pleasure, getting horny, and having sex. However, we don't feel the same way about the older, more wrinkly bodies of the previous generations. But just because we struggle to picture it or don't want to picture it, doesn't mean that it's wrong or that it shouldn't be happening. Sex drive and desire for intimacy doesn't go away with age. Yes, certain things like health issues, medication, or limited mobility can reduce it. But it doesn't mean that older people don't have sexual needs or that they no longer desire intimate touch. When we get to our 60s, 70s, and beyond, our bodies change and they're usually not as able as they used to be when we were younger. Many people experience health issues, go through surgeries, take medication, etc. All these things can intervene with our libidos and our sex drives. Our sexual function itself changes as well, at times quite dramatically. Erections often weaken or even go away completely. Vaginas become drier and more fragile. So penetration can become challenging and at times impossible for some couples. But none of that needs to stop us from remaining sexual with each other for as long as we wish. Because ultimately, sex isn't only about the act of inserting a hard penis inside the wet vagina. No, sex is much more involved and profound than that. But it is important to realize that sex at 60 is not going to look the same as sex in your 20s. But that's absolutely okay. It shouldn't be seen as a failure or as a source of grief or frustration. Bodies change with age and our sexual function and ability changes too. That's natural. What's not natural is glorifying youth and rejecting the idea that older age could be a valid, beautiful, and sexual part of our lives. So think of senior sex as something that you get to design, taking into account any limitations of your and your partner's bodies. Your medication is reducing the hardness of your erections. Explore different ways to play with the soft penis or with a dildo. Your vagina doesn't get wet anymore. Discuss using a lubricant together and maybe talk to your doctor about an estrogen therapy. Your hip replacement is making certain movements painful. Look for positions that will keep both of you comfortable. Your stamina is not what it used to be. Slow down, take breaks, and keep switching roles so that both of you take turns being active. Or try morning sex when people typically feel more refreshed and energized. Because remaining sexually active well into your senior years has actually many proven benefits. It strengthens the intimate bond with your partner, keeping you both more happy and satisfied together. It provides a great way to exercise your body and to keep you fitter and healthier, as long as you do more than lie there and let your partner do all the work. It boosts your confidence, mental health, and general well-being. Regular orgasms are just fantastic for your body and mind. And at the end of the day, it's your body, it's your relationship, and it's your sex life. If you give in to ideas of others about what you should or shouldn't be doing with your gloriously older body, it might cost you a lot of pleasure and happiness. So decide for yourself. Do you want to remain sexually active, and what would that ideally look like? Maybe it's with your partner, maybe it's on your own, or maybe it's both. Maybe it's the same position every time. Or maybe there's a lot of exploration, experimentation, and playing. Maybe you use lube, or maybe you don't. Maybe you invest in sex toys, sexy lingerie, and other bedroom accessories, and maybe not. What you do in your bedroom is nobody else's business, so don't let anybody tell you that you're too old for sex. And if you're keen to learn new things and expand your sexual knowledge, make sure to browse my YouTube channel and watch more of my videos. One of the more common comments I get from my viewers is, "I wish I found you 30 years ago." To which I say, it's never too late to start. Yes, I get that your body has changed and that it's not what it used to be many years ago. But in many ways, you also have an advantage over the younger people. They're still often plagued by people pleasing or by toxic ideas that they learn about sex from porn. They often don't know what they actually want in bed, and if they do, they're usually too embarrassed to ask. While you have the benefit of deeper self-awareness and, quite frankly, of less fucks to give, which means that you have much more freedom to explore different things in bed and to design your sex life to your liking. You can explore without goals or requirements, and you don't have to worry about pregnancy, which can also be a great plus. So talk to your partner, discuss what you both want, need, and desire in the bedroom. Maybe speak to your doctor if you're not sure how an active sex life might affect your health. And then get playing. And if you're interested in introducing a bit of Tantra into your bedroom, make sure to check out my free online course, Tantra for Beginners. I also have an excellent book, Legendary Lover, with many different techniques and practices to use. And you'll also find many different online courses and programs on my website. I've put all the links in the description bar below. And if you enjoyed this video, please leave me a like and a comment below with your thoughts. What do you think about the idea of senior sex? I also want to extend a huge thank you to all of my Patreon members who generously support my work and all I do online to spread sexual knowledge and education. You guys are amazing, and I am deeply grateful for all of your kindness and your help. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end. Have a glorious day, and I'll see you next time.